United States are closely watching Pakistan's actions in Afghanistan, Foreign Secretary Harshvardhan Shringla said on Friday. In the limited engagement that India has had with the Taliban, the new Afghan rulers have indicated that they would be reasonable in addressing New Delhi's concerns, the Foreign Secretary added. Karnataka Health Minister N. Sudhakar said that around 700 to 800 residents living in the neighborhood of Christian College of Nursing in Harmau would be tested for COVID-19 as a precautionary measure. The infected students have been shifted to COVID care centers for isolation. The college will be sealed down for 7 to 8 days and then testing will be conducted again. The area has been declared as micro-containment zone, he said after visiting the college. Mobile services in Indian Kashmir were restored late on Friday, 2 days after they were suspended following the death of a veteran leader in the disputed Himalayan region, a police official told Reuters. However, curbs on mobile internet and restrictions on the movement of people in the Kashmir Valley would continue, Police Chief Vijay Kumar said. India tightened curbs on movement of people in Kashmir's main city of Srinagar and elsewhere with scores of armed soldiers fanning out ahead of prayers on Friday, a day after Syed Ali Shah Jilani was laid to rest. Coronavirus infection among children continued to rise in Odisha even as the total number of new cases dropped to 681 on Saturday, a health department official said. The state had reported 849 new cases on Friday, he said. Among new patients diagnosed with COVID-19 in the last 24 hours, there were 118 children, which was 17.32% of the total fresh cases detected. It was 14.13% on the previous day, the official said. Odisha has so far reported 10.1 lakh COVID-19 cases. Union Home Minister Amit Shah on Saturday felicitated Olympian champion Mirabai Chanu for bringing laurels to the country in weightlifting. The 27-year-old sportsperson appointed as additional superintendent of police in her home state Manipur after the recent win was honored during the 51st Raising Day celebrations of the Bureau of Police Research and Development, a central government think tank. Shah presented the athlete with a shawl and memento. He said Chanu brought honor for the country by winning a medal at the Tokyo Olympic Games and is now a proud member of the police force. I thank her for her hard work and dedication, the Home Minister added. The Member of Parliament of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Kuldeep Rai Sharma, has demanded that the Union Territory Administration operate passenger vessels between Chennai Port Blair and Kolkata Port Blair to bring back islanders who are stranded on the mainland due to high airfares. In a letter to the Chief Secretary of Andaman and Nicobar Administration, the Congress MP said that many islanders stranded in Chennai and Kolkata have informed him that due to high airfare between Chennai Port Blair and Kolkata Port Blair sectors, they are unavailable to reach Port Blair from mainland. Google has temporarily locked down an unspecified number of Afghan government email accounts, according to a person familiar with the matter, as fears grow over the digital paper trail left by former officials and their international partners. In the weeks since the Taliban's swift takeover of Afghanistan from a US-backed government, reports have highlighted how biometric and Afghan payroll databases might be exploited by the new rulers to hunt their enemies. In a statement on Friday, Alphabet Google stopped short of confirming that Afghan government accounts were being locked down, saying that the company was monitoring the situation in Afghanistan and taking temporary actions to secure relevant accounts. Canada's Liberal Prime Minister Justin Trudeau finds himself behind in polls ahead of a snap election he called, hoping his management of the COVID-19 crisis would propel him to victory. Trudeau called the September 20th election last month, 2 years ahead of schedule. At the time, his Liberals were all ahead and looked likely to regain the majority in Parliament they lost in 2019. Leaked documents have revealed for the first time on Friday the extent of the huge operation that will be launched in the hours and days after Britain's Queen Elizabeth II dies. Details of what will happen under the code name Operation London Bridge were leaked to US-headquartered news organization Politico, which reports that officials will refer to the day the Queen dies as D-Day. The 95-year-old monarch, the longest serving in British history, is to be buried 10 days after she dies, and her son and heir, Prince Charles, will embark on a tour of the UK before the burial is held. According to the plans, the late sovereign's coffin will lie in the state for 3 days at the Houses of Parliament, with authorities anticipating hundreds of thousands of people to descend on London, sparking fears of gridlock, policing, and even food shortages. United States and the international community expects the Taliban to form an inclusive government with representations from different communities and interests, Secretary of State Antony Blinken said on Friday. As we've said, and as countries around the world have said, there is an expectation that any government that emerges now will have some real inclusivity and that will have non-Talibs in it who are representative of different communities and different interests in Afghanistan, Blinken told reporters at a news conference. The Taliban is expected to soon announce the formation of a new government after the takeover of the country last month.